YouTube, what is the deal? You are now tuned in to Get Sliced TV. You are back with another transformation video. Let's go. So today we're going to be doing the mid taper with a faded beard. So I'll start by cutting his hair down with a 2 detachable guard. So I'm cutting it down with a 2 detachable guard because I like the way it cuts with his hair texture. It lays the waves down and it cuts straight through. And as you can see with his hairline, we're going to fix that. You know what I'm saying? Just wait till we get to that part. But I'm just going with the way his hair grows, gliding my clipper over his waves. As you can see, the detachable just cutting straight through. You want to make sure you have a powerful clipper when you're cutting with this hair texture, because it will make the cut go by faster and smoother and cleaner. But I'm cutting his crown with a 2 open. So the 2 detachable is going to cut the hair lower than a 2 open or a regular 2. But then I'll brush the waves in, trying to just train the hair to lay back down. And you want to always use a soft brush whenever you get to this part. Then we're going to go back over to make sure I got all the hairs, make sure everything is evened out. So for this mid taper, we're going to add a curved ball line, and then we're going to bald it out below the tragus. That's going to be my points. And then we're going to curve the back taper. So I'm doing this taper a little different. I want to give him like a burst effect in the back a little bit. So I rounded it off, and I'm rounding off the other side. Make sure everything is consistent. Then I like to debulk with the 2 first. Then I come down with a 1. So this is a trick that I use to make sure the edge up is sharp. So I come down with the 1 over the C-cup area and around the neckline, just so the line right there lasts longer. And then I go in with no guard open. So I'm still following the shape of that first guideline that I put in. Then I want to go halfway and start blending in that line. Then I close it. And I always like to work on the beard while I'm working on the taper, just so I can save time for myself to detail later. But it works out good because you're basically doing the same steps when you're fading the beard as you're doing the taper. Then I go with my 1 open. You can see the blends coming together. You see it's starting to fade out pretty good. You want to always make sure you're using your corners. Then I'm taking my 0 guard and flicking out that line. I feel like I like the faded beard because it makes the taper pop too. And it's going to make the cut come together real good. So if your client is looking to try something new, go with the faded beard if he has a beard. So I'm fading the beard below the ear, as you can see. Yeah, it's getting real blendy. And for my cleanup work, I always like to use my detachable masters. But then I go on the back and I'm debulking with a 2. Some people might say that I did start this guideline a little high or I went too high, but just trust me, it's gonna come out with a good effect. I'm saying, but I go in halfway, blending in that line. Then I'm gonna close it. And then I'm starting with my 1 guard, creating the next guideline, going up about 1 inch. And you can just see right here that his hair is thick. That's why I like to use the detachables. But if I were to go lower, then his hair would look sparse, if that makes sense. So you can see more scalp if I went lower with his waves. So I like to leave his hair thick, but a 2 will lay it down. You're gonna see at the end how I lay it down. And when you're cutting this texture, you just want to always make sure you got a powerful clipper. Because if you get like a weak clipper or a clipper that doesn't have like a high motor, it's going to take you forever to cut the hair. But we're doing the same thing on this side as we did on the other side of the taper. Make sure we debulk and cut down all the hair. Y'all can just watch me blend as we go. But shoot, if you're going to make videos, I would highly suggest, you know what I'm saying, you have lotion, because I do be a little ashy in these videos, I ain't gonna lie. or have gloves, you know what I'm saying, for sanitary reasons. I don't like gloves myself just because I can't feel the clippers. Like, it feels weird with me cutting. But I did cut his mustache down with a 1 guard. If you're just wondering what to cut down a mustache with, I would do like a 1 closed. And then I'm applying shaving cream around his hairline and his beard area, everywhere where I'm gonna line it up. And then I apply the hot towel. You can leave the hot towel on for about 30 seconds to 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying, whatever your comfort is, but you wanna make sure you always get the shaving cream off. The client is gonna feel really relaxed, so always add this to your service because it does add to the line prep. And then you can see me cutting down his hairline. I'm going back over where the hot towel was with the 2 detachable still. It's gonna lay down the hair even more because it probably did get a little frizzy because of the hot towel. And then you can see me apply the holding spray. And I'm brushing it in, making sure his hairline come down. Then when I'm blow drying, I'm using my finger to lay down the hairline. This is a crucial part. When you have people with receding hairlines or thinning hairlines, it lays the hair down so you could line it up. So it gives you more hair to work with, basically. And then I'm working with my C-cup using the edge of my clippers. I'm not using the whole clipper. You can just see the crispy line coming out. And I like to do my bars and then the C-cups on both sides first, just to give me a clear view of where to line up at and gives me a clear perspective on how to line the line up straight. But with these type of hairlines, you're gonna have to play with it for a minute. I'm saying just edging it up little by little. You don't want to go in too far, but it is kind of a pushback, but it's a good pushback. Then I go in with my corded compressor. I'm using Tomb 45, the black enhancement. So people ask me all the time, how long does enhancements last? I really say it depends on the person, on how well they take care of the enhancement. So me, I like to rag up at night. You know what I'm saying? I don't really touch my hairline whenever I do have enhancements in. It can last me up from 3 to 5 days if I got enhancement. But you know what I'm saying, I sprayed the topics over it just to add some texture, and then I'm going in with a brown pencil right now to add that pop. A lot of people don't like the pencil, but this client particularly does like the pencil, so I'm gonna give him the pencil. But the pencil isn't always necessary, but I like to use my clippers to blend it in. And you can see me lining up his mustache. You can see that line from here is coming out clean. Then I'm lining up his neck area, lightly tapping, not pushing in. His neck line, not going in too far, just going straight down with the natural lining. Then you can add enhancements to the neckline and the pencil just to add that extra pop. Then I begin razoring his beard, making sure I'm pulling the skin and got the razor at a 45-degree angle. Make sure I don't cut him, letting the blade glide. And as you can see, I'm lining up his hairline. That line is sharp. He got sliced. You know what I'm saying? You know, always make sure you razor that mustache too. I will have them bite down. So when I'm lining up the neckline, I like to line it up overhand, but I clean up the extra hairs underhand. But depending on which way the hair grows is which way you're gonna have to cut. And we're just finishing up this side with the razor. You want to make sure you razor in the corners, because the corners is what's going to make the hairline pop. And this product that I'm going to use is Jamaican black castor oil hair food. I like to use it on my hair, so I'm going to use it on my client's hair. It adds shine and it adds a hold, and it's good for your hair, so you're not putting in no bad product in your client's hair. So I will always make sure I use a product that I would use on my hair. So then I'm brushing in the product with a soft brush, and I lay it down with this. It's like a handheld plastic bag, so you can use a plastic bag, and then I'm going over it with the shears. And that concludes the cut. Y'all know what time it is. We got the final results right here. You know what I'm saying, his whole demeanor changed. My boy got sliced. Check out that line. It can cut anything, slice through anything. Y'all can see the paper is blended. You know what I'm saying, waves popping, beard popping. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure y'all turn on them post notifications for me.